Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the memorial matriarch herself, Sandy Reevy.
Hi, everyone. It's holidays coming up.
It is episode 409, week of May 25th. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we start off the week with Sandy's conflict day, Monday, May 25th, Mars square Pluto retrograde.
Urge for dominance.
And Tuesday, May 26th, Sun trine Pluto retrograde.
Determination.
Thursday, the 28th, Venus square Saturn.
Cold shoulder, question mark.
And wrapping up the week with Sunday, May 31st, full moon in Sagittarius.
Emotional acceptance.
Then we have on the horizon our Chicago UAC and Egypt retreat, and in our house, Sandy and I have some shared Memorial Day plans, so tune in. Stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one, you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river, wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you.
Hello, Memorial Matriarch.
I've got recipes and games because the weather looks really
Rainy. Really rainy in Ohio.
Yeah, and cold. It's 50 something degrees. So yeah, we'll laugh and have fun, and hopefully we'll get to use my new grill.
Yes. Yeah. Because we are recording this a little bit early, and it's Monday. So it's Monday as you're listening. So happy Memorial Day, everybody. Let's move into the transits, shall we? I know that it's a rough start, starting the week off with your conflict day. Monday, May 25th, today, Mars square Pluto retrograde.
Yeah, urge for dominance. I mean, when like Susan Goodell calls Mars and Pluto the bad boy cousins, right? Mars is the actionable, Mars is the planet that's quicker. We can actually see Mars and with our eyes. It's the red planet. It's making a square, that tense, strife, stress, frustration, to really strong Pluto with reception, but still reactive and possibly destructive. Mm-hmm. So really take a deep breath here. Thank goodness it's a holiday for most people. I know some people will be working. On the global scene, this may not be a nice day.
Okay. Well, we'll stay tuned for that. And Tuesday, May 26th, Sun trine Pluto retrograde.
And here now the sun is in a position to trine it. So, this does take a little bit of that heat. It calms it down a little bit, but still it's very determined. So I don't know if it adds to it or takes it away, but this power is used with like a blended thought. Maybe there's many conversations going on. It's like, how do we agree? The whole agree to disagree. We got the sun in Gemini. So the sun in Gemini is really wanting to make decisions through conversations, or maybe, looking at all the bullet points, look at all the details. So There's power here, but is it being used in the right determined way?
Okay.
This could be a helper or a hinder. This could be a helper by saying, oh, maybe this isn't the best way for reactive or destruction, but it could also add fuel to the fire to say there's too many opportunities for people to have conversations that now it's muddied. There's too many people involved. Yeah.
Yeah. So Pluto's coming in with a lot of power power this early part of the week.
Even though he's retrograde, he's still Pluto.
Mm-hmm. So let's move on to Thursday, May 28th, Venus square Saturn.
So here's another little square here. Venus making a square to Saturn is about a cold shoulder or it's a hot flash, right? Because either way, it's just not comfortable. It's just not cozy. It's just, you might be tired here. There may be aware of what you're going to say to your significant other, right? Because Venus in Cancer wants to have pleasant, comfortable thoughts, meaningful, heartfelt, reactions, but square Saturn could be like, yeah, whatever, the hand, not readily available. So it's not comfortable.
Ugh. Okay. So let's hope that the end of the week, Sunday, May 31st, can lighten things up. The full moon in Sagittarius.
Well, not really.
Oh.
What this is, the full moon is at 9 degrees of Sag. We have a fixed star at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. It's one of the 4 royal Persian stars. Antares. Now it's the one that we don't talk about a lot because it's the heart of the Scorpion, right?
The heart of the Scorpion?
The heart of the Scorpion. It's the Watcher of the West. And this is, these have Egyptian stories. It has Greek stories. It has great success, worldly success, but it's also could be the cause. It could be a breakdown of your own undoing, right? So it's like, I can read right now real quick from Bernadette Brady, the queen of fixed star astrology. When the moon is connected to Antares, and this is apogee, moon is far away from the earth, so it's going to look kind of little, but the further away, maybe it's not as pinning, right? Pining, further away. But she says that when the moon is on Antares, which it is here, emotional turmoil and a willingness to face drama, becoming obsessed with family matters or health issues. So, but and she also says here, the heart of the star, the star is the heart of the Scorpion and considered one of the royal stars of Persia. It's the Watcher of the West. To the Persian, this star was the god of the dead and cast as one of their royal stars. It is suggested of great success, worldly or otherwise. However, it also indicates that one can be the cause of their own undoing. The natural theme of the star is to generate success by going through a cleansing life and death experience. So it can suggest that one seeks intensity even when it's not required. By its mythological symbolism, it indicates extremes, whether by choice or not. The darker side of Antares is to be lost to obsession without any hope of resolution. So it is and it sits right at 9 Sagittarius, because anytime you do fixed star astrology, the planet has to be within 1 or 2 degrees of the fixed star, and this is sitting right here. So yeah, it's a full moon. So this is this emotional acceptance? Luckily, Saturn is making a trine to, Saturn's making a trine to it. So it could ground
discipline
into a disciplinary action that may not be as obsessive, or maybe more of again, we talked about a lot of determination earlier this year.
Right.
And how are you going to, with intensity, move something forward?
Right. And with even just this week, we have an urge for dominance. That's Mars and Pluto retrograde. The Sun and Pluto retrograde, determination, right? So these are very powerful placements and powerful feelings. So if we can utilize those in the best way possible, and not obsess, right? Like the Antares is trying to teach that balance of obsession versus indifference, and we can find some middle ground there.
Yeah, I mean, it's associated with transitions, right? Whether it's life to death or birth to life. It's this, how are you changing from one thing to another, right? So, and it's a full moon,
Mm-hmm.
bright, seeing your emotions. Do you accept it, or is there something you need to transition?
Mm-hmm.
You need to get out of something. So it's a big eye opening, right? It's a big eye opening.
Wow. Okay. So don't forget, you can follow along with these transits personally. You can download the astrology guide. If you're completely new, download your natal chart. Or, of course, if you want the full boat, book your reading with Sandy, and you can get $20 off if you use the code podcast. Talisman times, we don't have any to discuss this week. However, if you are interested in any of the pre-sale talismans or talismans that we have on the website, I'm going to include that link. And on the horizon, we have September is our big month. So we have an astrology conference and Egypt retreat all in one. It's a big, two big events, and we'd love to have you there at either. So the links are in the show notes too.
And if you're like me, you'll go to, because they're within the same week. If you're like me, you'll go to UAC. And then I have to go
jump on an international flight.
And then 2 days later, I'm jumping on a flight. So I'm going to need to be packed, and ready for when I leave.
Ready for a big adventure.
When I leave here in early September, I am not back at home until, third week in October. Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. A lot going on, a lot of packing, a lot of planning.
Yep. So it is now time for our house, that section of the podcast where we like to talk about our plans, ask questions, trivia questions. It's kind of a multimedia time. Sometimes monthly I bring in meditation. So we have some shared Memorial Day plans, and we are going to be together with my brother as well, and our significant others and our puppies, all in one cozy little house on the hill in Cincinnati with you. And yeah, just having some really great quality family time.
In fact, I'm making a Greek dish right now that I got to go stir. So keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. But she's been working a lot on preparations, trying to get the house even more in order than it already is, because everything is beautifully decorated. And now, unfortunately, the weather's not going to be too cooperative, but we will do our best to plant some things, because that was her ask, was for me and my brother to bring in some perennials that she can be enjoying. Okay.
Dang. I started last night, and I was making rivathalada. Yeah.
Okay.
Rivathasalada. And it burned. Seriously. Oh. I was like, oh, what is that? What do I smell right now? I'm like, oh man. So anyway, there's that. Okay.
Okay. No, I was just bummer. I was just talking about the perennials that we'll be bringing and planting while the rain lets up this weekend. So yeah.
Let's see if we can get a fire pit going with some wet logs, and it'll be great. We'll play games, we'll tell stories, it'll be lovely.
It'll fly by quickly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I think that's a wrap. Sorry you burned your the food that you had for all of us. But anyway, we appreciate you all listening in to our crazy shenanigans here on the podcast. So we will see you all next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Happy Memorial Day.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the story.